Hello, welcome back. My name is Yenja and I'm a memory champion.
Yenja Wintersoul is a grandmaster of memory
And memory expert and memory coach, but you probably already knew that if you're subscribed. So if you're not, please subscribe to see more of these videos and help me pay my bills. So today I want to talk about the simplest exercise you can do every day to improve your memory. You don't need any fancy software. You don't need any fancy techniques or tools for this. You can do this by just using your brain. And the simplest exercise is to fight tip of the tongue syndrome. So tip of the tongue syndrome, clinically called TOT state, sometimes called lethologica, is when you feel like you have something on the tip of your tongue. You're just about to get it. Maybe it's a name, maybe it's the name of a place, maybe it's like a word you're searching for or a concept you're searching for, and you feel like you really know it, and you know it, but you just can't conjure it up to the front of your mind in this very moment. Now, the first instinct most people have is to just search for it immediately online because they can't deal with not remembering it immediately. So the next time this happens to you, I want you to take a break and search your brain for more clues. Follow the breadcrumbs. This happened to me when I was on the Mongolian steppe. I was vacationing and I was taking a shower, and so I didn't have my phone on me for obvious reasons. Not only because the Mongolian steppe doesn't have the best reception, but also because I don't bring my phone into the shower. So I was thinking of this actress and I could see her so vividly in my mind. So I know she's a comedian, I know she's a gamer, but for some reason I couldn't remember her first or last name. Now, for somebody who's broken the world record for memorizing names and faces twice, it feels a little awkward for me, but it happens to everyone. So it's not something you should panic about or fret about, but you can just work with it. So the way I worked with it is I followed those breadcrumbs that I had, that she's a gamer, that she's an actress, that she's a comedian, and I started building a network and searching my brain for clues and more breadcrumbs to follow to like find out what her name is. So then I was like, okay, she's an actress, she's on Friends, she's Ross's girlfriend, also that other actor's girlfriend for like a little bit, and she's very tall. She has her own podcast and it's called Guy on Guy or Girl on Girl or Girl on Guy or Girl on Guy. Her name is like one feminine sounding name and one super male sounding name. It's something like one of those like Hampton kids names. Is it something like, is it Katy Perry? No. Tyler Perry? No. Tyler? Oh, it's Tyler. So then I had Tyler. And then I started going through, it's like her first name is something with an A or a B or like it's definitely a vowel. So Eloise, Alicia Tyler, oh my God, it's Aisha Tyler. And then I heard that music like Aisha, écoutez-moi. Aisha, écoutez-moi. Oh my God, that's a French song. Anyway, and that time it came to my mind after I searched for it for a little bit. But some other times it doesn't happen for me. So then you have two options if you do the beating the tip of the tongue syndrome exercise and it doesn't come to you. You can either just admit defeat and look it up, or you can wait a little bit, forget about the fact that you were searching for this, and it might come to you at a later time. Usually it happens for me when I'm doing something physical, like taking a walk or doing something relaxing, like playing a video game that's not very challenging. And then I'm like, oh, right. Lethargy, or whatever the word is that I don't remember at the time. But this is a very simple way for you to signal to your brain that you're interested in looking for information rather than having information only available to you via some technology. And sometimes it does help to look it up later because you'll realize where you could have grabbed it or which network of ideas you could have explored more to find the name. And sometimes you realize it felt like you knew it, but you actually had no idea what that person's name is. So the next time you feel like something was on the tip of your tongue, try to explore it. Don't try to look for it immediately. Preferably you want to do this exercise during a not so high stakes situation. If it's something you really need to know and you don't have maybe 5 to 10 minutes extra to spend thinking about it, then you should probably just look it up. But for an everyday exercise, I think it's pretty relaxing and pretty interesting to see where the connections are in your mind as well, because it also makes you more aware of how you're thinking about the world in general. So I hope this has been helpful, and if you have more suggestions for what kind of memory tips, tricks, and techniques you want to have, please put them in the comments down below. And I'm so happy and so grateful you watched until the end of this video. You are truly a rare and great person with a huge attention span for making it thus far. And I'll see you next week. Bye! Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe.